The sharp chime of the shop doorbell cut through the soft hum of the afternoon. Maria looked up from her cluttered workbench, where tiny screws and phone parts scattered like confetti. A frail old man shuffled in, clutching a phone with a cracked screen, his weathered hands trembling. "Can I help you?" Maria asked with a warm smile, brushing a stray curl from her face. The man hesitated, his faded jacket hanging loosely on his thin frame. I don't have much money. My grandson gave me this phone to stay in touch, but I dropped it yesterday. Can you fix it?" Maria glanced at the phone, its screen shattered but otherwise intact. She saw the worry in his eyes, the way he gripped the phone like it was his lifeline. "Don't worry about the cost," she said gently. "Let me take a look." The man's eyes widened in surprise. "You mean, you'll fix it for free?" "Everyone deserves to stay connected," Maria replied, already reaching for her tools. As she worked, the man sat quietly, watching her with a mixture of gratitude and disbelief. Within an hour, the phone was as good as new. "Here you go," Maria said, handing it back with a smile. Tears welled up in the man's eyes. "Thank you," he whispered. "You've done more than fix a phone, you've given me back my connection to my family." Maria waved off his thanks. "Just pay it forward when you can." The next day, Maria was back at her bench, lost in her work, when the unmistakable growl of a car engine startled her. She looked up to see a gleaming black limousine parked outside her modest shop. The door opened, and a man in a tailored suit stepped out, his presence commanding. He entered the shop, his polished shoes clicking on the tiled floor. "Are you Maria?" he asked, his voice deep but kind. "Yes," she replied cautiously, setting down her tools. "I'm here on behalf of Mr. Peterson," the man said. Maria frowned. "Who?" "The elderly gentleman whose phone you fixed yesterday," the man explained. "He's my father. And he told me about your kindness." Maria blinked in surprise. "Oh, it was nothing. Just a small repair." "To you, perhaps," the man said, his expression softening. "But to him, it was everything. My father was beginning to feel isolated, and that phone is his connection to us, his grandchildren. Your act of kindness reminded us all of the importance of small gestures." He handed her an envelope. "This is a token of our gratitude. Like, share and subscribe my channel please." Maria opened it, her hands trembling. Inside was a check, enough to cover her shop's rent for an entire year. "I can't accept this," she stammered. The man smiled. "You already did something priceless for my father. Please, let us do this for you." Tears filled Maria's eyes as the man added, "My father also insisted we upgrade your tools and shop. He believes the world needs more people like you." As the limousine drove away, Maria stood in the doorway, overwhelmed. From that day on, her shop became a beacon of kindness in the community. Word spread about the woman who fixed more than just broken phones, she mended hearts and restored faith in humanity. And Maria, every time she picked up her tools, carried with her the profound truth: a small act of kindness could change a life, even her own. Heartwarming message. Kindness, no matter how small, has the power to ripple through lives in ways we can't imagine. In giving selflessly, we often receive far more in return.